Freeze right now. If you're a woman over 60 and these 5 tops are still in your closet in 2026, you're not just dressing. You're silently aging yourself by 15 to 20 years every single day. Shiny spandex that spotlights every lump and line like a cruel mirror. Cheap fast fashion blouses that scream, "I settled for less" the second you walk in. Loud logo prints that erase your authority before you even speak. Stiff, rigid blazers that trap you like outdated armor. Fiddly, night-out tops that force you to tug, adjust, and look uncomfortable in your own skin. These aren't innocent choices anymore. They're visual time machines dragging you backward while the world has already entered the second renaissance of silver and true, breathable, quiet luxury that radiates calm power. Swap them today for high texture, more achromatic pieces that move with you, and suddenly you look poised, expensive, magnetic, and honestly, a decade younger, without forcing a thing. This is the brutal 2026 wake-up call your wardrobe has been hiding. Watch till the end before tomorrow's outfit. Quick question. I read every reply. Which of these 5 aging tops are you still wearing the most? And why haven't you let it go yet? Drop your number and reason below. Subscribe and hit the bell for every elegance upgrade first. Okay, let's talk about the first one that trips so many women up. The shiny spandex, or that glossy wet look top hiding in your wardrobe. I've worn them myself, so no judgment here. But after 60, these high-shine synthetics are not your friend. They're quietly making you look more tired and self-conscious than you actually feel. The moment that fabric hits bright light, it turns into a mirror, catching every single ripple, fold, or shadow on your body and throwing it back at you in high definition. You catch your reflection in a cafe window or a restaurant mirror and think, why do I suddenly look so much older? It's usually not your face or your posture. It's the top literally highlighting every detail you'd prefer to soften. Picture yourself heading to a casual lunch in one of those shiny black or bright teal spandex tops. It clings where you don't want it to, flashes under every overhead light, makes your midsection feel exposed, and has you constantly smoothing it down or adjusting your arms. By the time coffee arrives, you're distracted, fidgeting, and wishing you'd chosen something else. That's the before, uncomfortable, aware of every movement, confidence quietly draining away. Now the after is so simple and so freeing. Swap it for a soft modal or tencel, lyocell top in a calm neutral, oat milk, graphite, or warm sand. These fabrics flow beautifully over your shape without clinging, and they have this gentle, watery shimmer that scatters light instead of blasting it back. The result is a soft glow that blurs little imperfections the way flattering lighting does for your skin. When one of my clients swapped her shiny easy tops for a breezy tencel blouse tucked loosely into linen trousers, she sent me a photo after her first wear. I didn't tug at my clothes once. I felt calm, expensive, and actually present. That change happens fast. The same lift comes from plush knits, a lightweight merino or cotton cashmere sweater with real texture and depth. It draws the eye in a kind way, suggesting ease and quiet confidence. Airy linen tops are perfect too. They crease naturally in a chic, lived-in manner that looks expensive rather than careless, and they let your skin breathe so you stay comfortable all day. Try this. Next time you shop, hold any top under bright store lights. If it flares and shines like a mirror, leave it. If the light diffuses softly, take it home. And start with just one new piece this week. Wear it to your next coffee date or Zoom call. Notice how your shoulders relax, how you stop thinking about your clothes and start enjoying the conversation. Then add a sculptural silver cuff or ring. The matte fabric makes the silver look even bolder and more modern. In 2026, we've left harsh shine behind. We're choosing fabrics that feel like a gentle exhale, kind to your body, forgiving to your silhouette, and quietly powerful. Let go of the shiny spandex trap. Welcome in these breathing textures, and you'll see your reflection become a friend again every single morning. Flowing straight from ditching those shiny traps, let's talk about the next one that quietly undermines so many women over 60. The cheap, trendy, fast fashion blouses you bought because they looked cute online or cost almost nothing. We've all fallen for it, I certainly have, thinking one more pretty top was harmless. But in 2026, those pieces aren't just hurting the planet. They're hurting the way you carry yourself and the way others perceive you every single time you put one on. The problem reveals itself quickly. The fabric is thin and see-through in the wrong light. The stitching is uneven. Seams pucker after one wash, buttons feel flimsy, and the whole thing wrinkles into chaos the moment you move. You wear it to a lunch, a meeting, or even a family dinner, hoping it passes as fresh. But something always feels slightly off. When the collar doesn't sit right, the hem rides up, the sleeves bunch, and you spend half the time tugging or crossing your arms to cover the rough edges. You walk away feeling a bit less composed, a bit less confident, even if no one comments directly. That's the before. When a single inexpensive blouse makes your whole presence feel temporary and unsure. Now switch to the after, and it's like night and day. You choose one really well-made staple instead, a simple organic cotton tee with clean lines, substantial fabric, and seams that hold strong, or a soft, ethical cashmere crew neck that feels luxurious against your skin and keeps its shape beautifully. Slip it on and everything shifts. The top drapes smoothly, stays neat all day, moves with you, not against you. One client used to cycle through polyester blouses she ordered in bulk for pennies. We replaced them with 3 thoughtful pieces: a crisp white GOTS certified cotton tee from Quince, a soft button-down from Cotton, and a timeless gray cashmere sweater from Pact. She wore the white tee to her next professional coffee with tailored trousers and that sculptural silver chain we've been talking about. She messaged me later. People kept saying how calm and put together I looked. It wasn't about the top. They just sensed the difference in me. That's the quiet power of fewer, better. These pieces don't rely on loud prints or fleeting trends. They earn respect through genuine quality. Look for GOTS certification when possible, so the cotton is grown responsibly, and OEKO-TEX standard 100 to ensure nothing harmful touches your skin. Yes, you don't need dozens, just a handful that feel like they were made for you. Start small and smart. Next time you're tempted by a bargain blouse, pause and ask, would I want this if it cost triple? If not, move on. Invest in one quality piece this month and wear it repeatedly. Notice how it still looks crisp after multiple washes while the fast fashion ones fade and pill. Then layer your sculptural silver necklace or cuff. The clean, matte top makes the silver stand out boldly, turning every day into quietly powerful. Sliding right from letting go of those cheap, trendy blouses, let's talk about the next top that can quietly dim your presence in 2026. The loud, logo-heavy, or overly statement blouse that feels more like a costume than real clothing. With minimalist makeup and calm, achromatic palettes now the norm, anything that shouts, big designer names plastered across the chest, busy graphic prints, or trendy details that demand to be noticed, actually works against the quiet authority you've been cultivating. You know the feeling. You choose that top with the oversized logo or the eye-catching pattern everyone was posting last year. In the mirror, it looks bold and fun for a moment, but the second you step into a room, a meeting, a dinner, a casual coffee, you sense the shift. Eyes land on the print or the name instead of on your face, and you become the billboard, not the person. You stand a little stiffer, you're more aware of the top than the conversation, and that subtle sense of, I need this to announce me, creeps in. That's the before. When a single busy or logo-driven blouse turns your energy into something performative and less grounded, now let the after unfold. Move to what we call column dressing. One continuous, harmonious line of the same color family from top to toe. Pick a serene shade, soft oat milk, deep graphite gray, warm sand, or the new mother-of-pearl white that has this gentle, almost pearlescent depth instead of flat brightness. Then play with textures inside that single color, a sand silk camisole layered under a sand linen blazer, a graphite cashmere knit tucked into graphite wide-leg trousers, and the eye glides smoothly up and down because nothing interrupts the flow. Silk brings a soft sheen, linen adds crisp structure, cashmere offers touchable warmth. The result is elongated, streamlined, instantly more expensive and composed. One client loved her collection of logo silk blouses and graphic tees because she thought they gave her edge. We rebuilt her wardrobe around columns, a mother-of-pearl white linen set for warm days, a full graphite knit look for cooler ones. She wore the white linen column to her next client lunch with her sculptural silver cuff. She said afterward, "I didn't have to say much. People just listened. The outfit did the quiet work for me." That's the shift, presence without performance. It's simple to test. Step back from the mirror, view yourself from farther away. If your eye snags on a logo, pattern, nuance, or detail, simplify. If the silhouette flows as one tonal column, you've nailed it. Start this week. Choose one color family and create 2 outfits in it. Same shade, varied textures. Wear one to your next outing. Feel how your body settles into the line, how your shoulders drop, how your focus stays on the moment instead of the clothes. Add that bold silver piece and the whole look gains modern weight without trying. Now, as we layer those quiet column looks with intention, let's breathe into the 4th trap that's holding so many of us back from true ease. The stiff, rigid blazer or tailored top from another era that feels like wearing a suit of armor. Forget the old power dressing. Those boxy, unyielding jackets with their sharp shoulders and zero give. In 2026, with our serene columns and breathing textures already in play, anything that locks you up tight screams trapped and tense, the opposite of the wealth-signaling mobility everyone's craving. You move like you're fighting the fabric, and that subtle stiffness robs you of the social grace that turns heads for all the right reasons. Feel it in real life. You're heading to a gallery opening or client dinner in that classic wool blazer, crisp at first, but the shoulders dig in when you gesture. What the sleeves pull when you reach for a glass, the whole thing creases awkwardly if you sit. Your arms stay glued to your sides, your laugh feels guarded, and halfway through, you're hot, restricted, scanning for the bathroom to adjust. Everyone senses it. Not poised, just confined. Shoulders hunch a bit, energy feels forced. That's the before, when rigid tailoring turns you into a statue in a room full of flowing energy. But oh, the freedom waiting in the after. Imagine slipping into a knitted blazer or structured sweater that hugs like a cloud with backbone. Medium weight yarns with stretchy seams that flex when you do. Ethereal weaves. Those open work, lightweight patterns like delicate lace knits or airy merino blends that look sharp and professional but drape as soft as wind-shaping dunes. A quince cashmere knit blazer in graphite gray, or a packed open stitch sweater with subtle structure. It moves with you. Arms lift freely for that warm handshake. You cross your legs without a wrinkle riot. The fabric breathes so you stay cool and collected through a 3-hour event. I saw this transform one client overnight. She was a retired exec clinging to her 90s blazers for authority. We swapped for a COS-inspired knitted blazer and oat milk cashmere blend, ethereal weave details at the cuffs for that cloud-like touch, paired it over her column linen trousers and sculptural silver cuff. At her first nonprofit board meeting, she emailed, "I forgot I was wearing it. Gestured big during my pitch, laughed fully and closed 2 donors. Felt like me but elevated, like the clothes were cheering me on." People complimented her glow, not the outfit. Now that's softer power, serenity that signals real status. Make it yours without the guesswork. Feel the fabric in store. Pinch and stretch it. If it springs back softly with no board-like resistance, grab it. Hunt Oikotex certified knits from quince or cotton for that ethical, skin-kind touch. Test the weave. Hold ethereal openwork to light. If it filters gently like morning mist, perfect for layering without bulk. This week, retire one stiff blazer. Wear the knit version to your next walk or call. Twirl in the mirror, notice the ease in your breath, the lift in your step. Drape your silver chain over it. The knit's texture makes the metal sing against your column base. We're in the era where clothes resonate emotionally. They adapt, flow, invite connection. Ditch the rigid traps that stifle your natural grace. Wrap into these tailored knits and ethereal weaves and step out feeling unbound, magnetic, like the wind itself carrying your quiet command. We've already released the shine, the cheap, the loud, the rigid. Now let's wrap this up with the final top that's been quietly draining your elegance every single day. The one you have to babysit from morning till night. The cropped style that flashes midriff the moment you reach up. The too tight button down that gaps across the chest with every breath or gesture. The slinky camisole or wrap top you keep insisting works for day when it's clearly made for evening. If you're constantly tugging hems down, pulling necklines closed, smoothing sides, checking buttons, or fixing straps, you're not wearing clothes. You're managing a problem. And nothing undermines poise faster than looking like your outfit is in control. You've felt it. At coffee with friends, you laugh and lift your arms, sudden panic, hands rush to cover skin. In a meeting, do you point or wave to emphasize a thought? But your brain is half occupied wondering if the buttons will hold. You sit more carefully, smile less freely, move less naturally. By evening, you're tired, not from the day itself, but from the endless, silent tug of war with your clothes. That's the before. Elegance interrupted, confidence chipped away one adjustment at a time. Now imagine the relief of the after. You choose a top that stays exactly where you placed it, no matter how you move. A high-neck organza overlay in gentle sand draped over a simple silk base, or a relaxed linen tunic with sculptural puffed sleeves that add quiet interest without any fuss. Arms lift high, nothing shows. You lean forward, no gaps. You reach across the table, no riding up. One client, 68 and vibrant, used to rely on strappy little tops and tight wrap blouses because she thought they kept her youthful. She was worn out from constantly adjusting and holding herself in. We replaced them with 3 new staples: a mother-of-pearl high-neck organza blouse from COS, a sand linen shirt with architectural sleeves from Cotton, and a graphite mock-neck silk blend from Quince. After her first week, she called me, voice lighter than I'd ever heard. I waved across a crowded room, reached for something high, even danced a little at dinner. And I never once touched my clothes. I felt more alive and attractive than I ever did in those revealing tops, because I was finally free. That's the real secret. When your clothes stop asking for attention and start giving you space to exist fully, your presence grows. True confidence and allure bloom when you can forget what you're wearing because it's working perfectly. Your practical 2026 checklist is simple. In the fitting room, raise both arms fully. If skin shows where it shouldn't, put it back. Sit down, lean forward, hug yourself. If you need to adjust anything, leave it. Seek subtle architecture, sculptural sleeves, elegant necklines, sheer organza layers that add depth without effort. Complete every clean, simple top with one powerful sculptural silver piece, a bold cuff, oversized ring, heavy chain. That single statement makes the look intentional and high impact, so the fabric can stay effortless. This week, collect every top that turns you into its full-time caretaker and move them to the donate pile. Replace just one with something that lets you forget it's there. Wear it tomorrow and notice. Your laugh opens wider, your gestures become bolder, your energy fills the space without apology. In 2026, the most magnetic woman in any room isn't wearing the flashiest top. She's the one who never has to touch her clothes. She's too busy living the moment fully. You deserve that freedom. Step into it today. Elegance in 2026 is a point of view, not a dress code. As we move toward more intentional, selective lives, evidenced by our streamlined beauty routines and our focus on healing power fabrics, our wardrobes must reflect that same clarity. To tie your look together for the new year, I recommend investing in just one piece of sculptural silver. Its raw, modern look provides enormous visual impact, turning a column of neutral tones into a statement of timeless authority. As the great Tracy Christian says, dress for where you are going, but stay recognizable when you arrive. Stay intentional, stay elegant, and I will see you in the next session.